Hello, this is a little sequence of yin poses to help you get to sleep at night. So the idea is you can do it in bed and you can cuddle up with your teddy bear or your dog and do this sequence. And the idea is it will open up all the major muscle groups that you need to open up for the body to relax. And when the body relaxes, the mind relaxes, and then it's easier to get to sleep. So let's get started. Oh, in terms of props, if you've got a belt, that would be good. And other than that, we can use the pillows if we need anything else. So I'm sorry, little one, I'm gonna have to put you beside me. No, there we go. Good boy. And I'll just get my strap. Okay, so the first pose is knees to chest. You can do it lying on your back, or it's also child's pose. So if you'd rather do child's pose, you can also take child's pose. So lie back comfortably. Taking my place. So lie back comfortably. And what I find is if you put the belt just behind your knees and close your knees, just a little bit of friction holds your legs in place like that. So you can just rest your arms down and not have to work to keep your legs in place. So I'm going to time us 2 minutes. So we'll hold each of these poses for 2 minutes. And of course, you're always welcome to stop the video and hold things for longer if you really like them. So there we go, starting the 2 minutes. And I thought in each position we could hold the awareness in a different place. So I thought we'd start with awareness in the face and the mouth. So maybe noticing what sensations you feel inside your mouth first of all. So maybe your tongue. Sometimes there's some kind of unwinding or unlocking that can happen in the tongue. And sometimes the roof of the mouth can relax down onto the tongue. And then feeling your teeth and the inside of your lips against the teeth. And feeling the space in between your lips. And feeling the skin on your face. And maybe you can allow any tension there to drain out into the earth. And then feeling your eyes, and as a way of allowing the eyes to slide towards the back of the head. And as you do that, the face actually widens and everything kind of can let go a little bit deeper. So see if you can allow the eyes to glide backwards. Okay. And then from here, releasing the legs. Maybe putting the soles of the feet down with the knees bent up and just enjoy the after effects of that shape for a moment. And then our next pose is foot to sky. So hooking the belt around your foot and lifting the leg up. I like to rest my upper arms down on the bed or on the floor, wherever you are, and then wrap my hands around the belt. So again, it's fairly effortless to hold the leg in place. And we'll stay for 2 minutes in this position. And so going back to our awareness of the body, so the mouth and the face, just welcoming all the sensations exactly as they are. So there's no need to change anything or fix anything. You can just let everything be and just feel the sensations. So we'll work our way down. So maybe feeling where your head touches the pillow or the bed underneath your body. And feeling the back of your neck. And the shoulders. Feeling the shoulder blades, how they connect with the mattress underneath you. And just welcoming all those sensations around the neck, the shoulders. The back of the head. Okay. And then releasing your leg. And let's go straight on to the other one so we can just swap the legs over. And continue. So working our way down from the shoulders to feel the upper arms and the connection between the upper arms and the bed. And then the elbows and the lower arms. And the wrists. And feeling the palms of your hands, maybe the texture of the belt in your hands, and where some parts of your hands are having to work to hold on to the belt. And see if you can just work as least as possible, so letting go of any effort that you don't actually need to hold the pose. So see if you can allow everything else to just let go and soften. Okay. And then releasing, and you can put your belt to one side now and have the feet flat down, knees bent up, and just be for a moment, again absorbing the after effects of that pose. So next pose is aiming at the hip flexors and the psoas. So what we do is a version of cat pulling tail. So I'm going to take the right foot first of all and just place the right foot behind the left foot, and then reach down with my left hand and take hold of that foot. You can always use your belt if your foot seems a long way away, and let that leg relax down. And if your knee is quite far off the bed, you can put a pillow underneath it. So that's the shape, and aiming to see if we can find something nice happening in the front of that hip. So let's go back to our little scan of the body, and we come to the chest and the rib cage. And maybe you can get a sense of the breathing. You might feel the rib cage and the chest moving a little bit as you breathe. You might not. I don't tend to feel so much movement, so it's not that it's wrong if you can't feel anything, but just tuning in to see what's there is the point, really. And moving your awareness down to your belly. And the front of your right hip. Maybe you can feel some kind of stretch there. If you do feel any kind of stretch, just see if you can soften into it and just really let go into the process. Okay, and then releasing. And just placing that foot back down for a moment. And then let's do the second side. So placing your left foot behind your right foot, and now your right hand reaches down to take hold of that foot, and that knee comes down. Just going to set the timer. And again, if you need to support that knee, if the sensations are too strong or if it doesn't feel good, then you can support the knee. Otherwise, just allowing it to relax. And we'll stay with the sensations as we breathe. Maybe you feel the belly or the chest gently moving. Or maybe it's a sensation of the air in your nose. And just really seeing if you can let go into the shape. Okay, and then releasing. Lifting the knee up and again placing both feet flat down, and just a moment of absorbing what we just did. feeling the after effects. And then the next, still releasing in the hips, the next pose is thread the needle. So taking the right ankle over the left thigh and opening your knee out to the side. And maybe that's already enough for you, or maybe you want to draw your left leg in towards you. I think I'm going to stay with that version actually right now. And in this pose we'll feel the back body, so feeling the back of the chest against the bed. And feeling the lower back against the bed. And maybe you can feel the whole length of the spine gently moving. There's a gentle pulsation there. You go really inside, it's quite subtle, but maybe you can find that sensation of the spine pulsing with the breath. Okay, and then placing your right foot back down on the bed. And then let's swap over so the left foot comes across. And you choose. So maybe keep your foot down on the bed or maybe draw it up. And let's feel the back of the hips against the bed. And maybe you can even get a sense of how the breath pulsation can be felt right down in the hip girdle. Maybe feeling even around your SI joint and see what you can feel there. And if you don't know where that is, don't worry about it, just tune in to the lower back and where the spine joins onto the hips. And then bringing that foot back down. And it's just one more pose in this little sequence. And for this one, I'm going to take a pillow and it's reclining twist. So let's shift the hips just slightly over to the right and then bring the knees up and take the knees over to the left. And I'm going to put my pillow in between my knees because it feels really yummy. And then maybe you can bring your arms into cactus arms or to shoulder height, or maybe just keep your arms rested down. And we take again 2 minutes. So we'll continue our journey down the body. So from the hips, feeling sensations in the upper legs. Maybe around your knees. And then your lower legs. And your ankles. And your feet. Just welcoming any sensations you feel there. And let's swap over to the second side. So shifting the hips over to the left and then just shift the dog out of the way and take the knees over to the right. And from here, again focusing on the sensations in the legs. Maybe the soles of the feet. Maybe the place where the lower leg touches the bed. Maybe the cushioning of the pillow in between your legs if you've chosen that option. And still this awareness of the breath going on in the background. And then coming out of your twist, and let's lie back. Or if you want, you can choose another position. And spread your awareness out to the whole body. So maybe starting at your navel, and awareness of the hips and the upper legs and the knees and the lower legs and the feet, and then awareness of the whole legs and the belly and the chest and the back of the body and the shoulders and the upper arms, elbows, lower arms and the hands and the whole arms and the back of the neck and the back of the head and the whole head and your whole body. The whole body resting. The whole body breathing.
You wake up, boy. You do.